All right, 3 o'clock, January 9th, 2020. New year. On Saturday, we plan on taking this motor out from the car. It's been in my 1987 IROC Z Camaro since April 5th of 2002. So quite a long time, almost 18 years. Been a good 18 years. Won a lot of car show trophies, did a lot of racing, a lot of nitrous through it, quarter mile stuff, autocross, Optima batteries, street car, shootout challenges, UMI performance, autocross events, cruises down to the Camaro Nationals in Maryland, and so forth. Don't mind some of the raw exposed wiring and missing components here. That's all in preparation for the next engine, which should be coming in about a month. What we're going to do with this engine, hopefully, is just take it apart. Maybe next winter or when I have time. Give it a clean up, freshen up, and maybe put it in my Jeep Wrangler that's over there. Little 1995 YJ Jeep Wrangler. That's a plan. Make it a V8 Jeep. Probably with the tune port. Need different headers and motor mounts and all sorts of stuff, but people have done it. Look up TPI V8 Jeep Wrangler. There's some of them out there. It's pretty cool. So the plan today is pretty much just pull off the remainder of the wiring, distributor, some accessories so that when my buddy comes over on Saturday, we can just pretty much lift everything out. The transmission's already out. It's over there on the corner. So I'm not going to run this motor very long. I've already done the last drive. On the odometer, there is 175,100.0 miles. And I think this motor was put in around 126,000 on the odometer. So it's had some good times over the years. It's pretty underpowered for what I plan on doing with the car, which has a 12-bolt rear, a Pro Belt automatic transmission that's rated for close to 750 horsepower, about 800 foot-pounds of torque with a 9-inch converter in there. We run nitrous on the car. It's lowered, full UMI suspension, and lowered 2 inches in the front. Got 13-inch brakes and 12-inch brakes in the rear. Adjustable proportioning valve. There's a sound system which is out of it now. Nice paint job. Usually the nose is on it, but I took the nose off just to have easier access with the engine hoist. Going to be going with a 406 cubic inch motor built by Nice Performance out in Indiana. That's going to be making 525 horsepower, and it's going to be a nitrous motor, so it's going to take a 200 shot, maybe a 250 shot. Should put me deep into the tens. I will need a roll bar. Those harnesses aren't mounted, they're just dry in there right now. I'll have to have a roll bar installed with the harnesses put onto it. So the new motor coming should be a Dart block with Dart Pro 1 heads, Callie's crank, Callie's rods, rings gap for nitrous, and Urson Racing Dynamics cam, Holley sniper unit for fuel injection, nitrous plate on it, and nice aluminum radiator. I'm going to do a lot of metal work here in the engine bay, cleaning up some holes, relocating brake lines, fuel lines, a lot of cleanup stuff. We're going to currently reuse the existing exhaust headers, which are 1 3/4 mid-length headers. My GoPro just fell down. That's interesting. And yeah, that should be a good project. Again, the motor's not running that great. It's having some issues, misfiring, stalling out, staying alive. It hasn't been happy for a while. I've kind of forced it through the last couple months of 2020, or 2019 I should say. It did its thing. It made it to a lot of car shows. Got a lot of trophies up there. Awards, plaques, and so forth over the years. The motor was reliable for a long time, but once I started racing and hammering on it, it kind of took a toll on it. This is a 305 replacement engine. So I blew up the original 305 back in 2000. I guess it would be April of 2002. And I didn't have any money at the time. So the engine exchange place that I went to just basically put in a 305 long block. So the tune port and everything above the long block is original, but the block, heads, crank, rotating assembly, that is all from 2002, and it's just basic cast metal, cast iron GM stuff. So it was never really made for drag racing, nitrous, autocross, and hammering on it as much as I had. But it did well. I wouldn't say it was competitive, but it did well enough where the rest of the car was way out performing it, and what was holding me back at some of these events was the power that the motor was making. But yeah, 12-bolt rear and a built transmission with the big drive shaft. The rest of the powertrain should be ready for the new motor. So what we'll do here in a moment is we're just going to fire it up, let it run, rev it a couple quick times, and that will be it. Saturday we'll be pulling it out, putting it off to the side. Maybe we'll open it up in a little while. Another month, 2 months if I run out of things to do and projects, but the focus is going to be on getting the next engine in and getting this car streetable before I start opening this motor up, even just to give it a basic rebuild or cleanup. So that's that. All right, let me find a place to put this camera. One of the recent projects I did this winter was a battery relocation to the rear along with a kill switch, which so far is working pretty good. I managed to hold this. Okay, this won't be long. This will be a short video. I'm not going to run it too long with no transmission. Here's the kill switch. Off, on. See the dome light went on in there. Got the nitrous tank. There it goes. Last time firing up. Service engine soon. Basically, we're taking it out, so yep, we're servicing it. There we go. That'll do it. Knocked my GoPro off the shelf again. But, yeah, a little bit of smoke because there's no coolant in the system. There's no radiator. That's it. It's running rough. It's only open headers right now, too, so it's ridiculously loud for a stock 305. There's oil in it, but I think today we're going to drain the oil, pull off the accessories, pull out the distributor, MSD wiring, maybe some vacuum lines, maybe even take off the headers. That's the plan. All right, sayonara. See you later. 305.